Hello and welcome once again to Workshop 1138. I'm Robin and today I'm going to be looking at refurbishing this 1985 Worlds of Wonder Teddy Ruxpin. It's one of the older models which has still got the full-size cassettes, and there's a little bit of a problem with the cassette mechanism, which is what I'm going to be starting to look at in part 1. I've already taken apart, taken the battery cover off, and I've got a 6-volt power supply wired with crocodile clips to the battery terminals. The bear itself is very clean, and it was listed very accurately by the eBay seller, who said about the tape not going round unless the cassette door was half open. So let's just have a look at that. And we can sort of hear that sort of skipping along. One of the main reasons for this is that there is a massive dent in the pinch roller, so I'm going to be replacing that now. I managed to get these on eBay off a US seller. These are listed as 9mm outside diameter, 6.9mm high, and 1.5mm inside diameter. That's the sort of hole through the middle. That's actually slightly larger than we need in that dimension, but it doesn't seem to cause a problem. So to get access to it, the first thing we need to do is to remove this plastic strip. And using a small but sturdy flat blade screwdriver, I'm now going to lever carefully at the edge of this piece of plastic. So in order to remove the pinch roller assembly from the rest of the mechanism, we're going to have to remove this circlip which is holding it on this pillar. You might find there's a slit somewhere in the circlip, and I'm very carefully because we're going to have to put this back when we've finished, just going to try and grip the circlip with these pliers and lever up one of the sides. There we go. So all I've done is I've just slightly bent the circlip so that it can be pulled off. We're going to need to use this later, so I'll just put this carefully to one side, and once the circlip's removed, this should just lift off. There we go. Notice also that there's a spring, so you should now be able to make out that there was quite a hefty dent in that roller, and no wonder we had such playback problems. So I'm now going to remove the pin that's holding that into the rest of the assembly, and all we need to do really is just we should just be able to push it through. I'm not sure quite from which side. We're going for some slightly heavier persuasion. I've removed the spring from this clothes peg. I've then taped the two halves together. I'm going to rest the pinch roller with the pin over the hole. I've taken this, it's a drywall screw, but any screw would do. You can either just file the tip flat, or I just broke the tip off with a pair of pliers. It's hammer time. Yes. And we can use the pliers now to carefully remove the pin. Put the new roller in position. We've got this is now up. I've mounted this upside down because the pin dropped through from the bottom. There we go. We can use the pliers now just to press that home into the right position. Be careful not to squeeze the two halves of the metal together, we're just trying to push on the pin. If it lined up with a hole, that might help. There we go. That's sticking through the top and the bottom, and that roller's spinning freely. Oh, I forgot to mention, we've also got this little bit of metal that sticks up, and we, I think, need to hook the tab that's on the bottom of our pinch roller assembly so that it goes behind there. So if we drop that onto there, there we go. So what we should see is that the pinch roller only engages properly at the point where the door is shut. And in checking the mechanism was working correctly, I forgot to fit the circlip. So there we are. You should be able to just push it on carefully with your fingers. It shouldn't take much effort. Be careful not to snap it, as it's going to be a little difficult to find something that would do the same job. There we go. So the circlip's back on, and if we now power the thing up, we'll see if it plays a tape. So I was quite fortunate here in that I've still got all four of the little standoffs to help support this, and as a result this actually sort of clips back into place. I do need to apply some glue, but let's try the tape.
Grubby and I had always wanted to go in search of new and wonderful things. Then one day we found an
That's
old
working well,
treasure map.
but unfortunately we've still got no animation from Teddy's mouth or eyes, so I'm going to leave that for part 2 of this video. Thank you very much for watching. If you found this useful, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more Teddy Ruxpin repair videos coming soon. Thanks for watching.